When you're learning Torah, you're tapping into eternity. So even 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute, the Yetzer Hara says, if I can't learn for long, I'm not learning at all. The Yetzer Tov says, chap every second. It's all about garnering 2 more minutes, stealing 2 more minutes of time for the sake of the Holy Torah. So right now, I think we should learn. There's a book here that I went to this rabbi. I was quite impressed by him. It's Itamar's rabbi, Dovid.
What's the name?
With Dovid, Cohen. So it's quite impressive of him, honestly. And maybe we should just learn something deep.
Definitely very sweet man, very down to earth.
I think we should learn something about Moshiach. He's a Kabbalist, I think. He's holding Torah Kabbalah. Shalom, shalom. So he named Matzina b'Gemara Machlokas b'Kama Makomis Alma Sheyeh Asid Lava. There's an argument in many places in the Gemara about what's going to be in the future. Yishayavo Mashiach, when Mashiach comes. Ima oilem yishtane or loy. If the world's going to change or not. Navi Devarim Devarim Echad Lechad Echad Kach Nasbe Kol Gemara. In the Gemara Brachas Daf Lamed Amid Beis Zal Amar Rabbi Yochanan Kohen Avim Kulan on Isnavu El Lamasi Bita Letam Chochem Lasas Permaktia Letam Chochem Lemahane Tamach Ben Chnasav Avatam Lechom Atzman Ayin Lo Rasa Lekim Zelasech Yasar Lemachochem. So it says here that anyone who brings to his daughter, says by the Novi, that anyone who comes to bring his daughter to a Talmid Chacham to marry him, or to do business with a Talmid Chacham, or to benefit a Talmid Chacham, helps him, yeah? About Talmid Chacham Atzman, Ayin Lo's Ras, the Talmid Chacham himself, he does not see what Hashem's going to do for us. It's all secret, yeah? L'chachalo, Amar Rabbi Chia Ba'aba, Amar Rabbi Yochanan Kohen Avim Kulan Lo Nisavu El L'Mas Mashiach. No, it's not just about the Talmid Chacham, but it's also about what's going to be when the Mashiach. About Aval Amaba Ein Lavasa Lekim. That's what it really means. It doesn't mean about Talmid Chacham. It means about in the future. It's a world, a reality, a reward that we haven't even seen. It's so beyond. Pligid is small that I'm small. Ein Bain Olam Hazeh L'Mas Mashiach. El Shavo Malchus Shibud Malchus Bilvad. So we see from the Rabbi Yochanan that the Nevi'im, when they were talking about Lo Ras Ayin Lo Ras Alekim Zelasecha, that an eye has not seen what's going to come. Yeah? That is a Mashiach situation which we can't imagine. We'd have no musag. We'd have no ability to understand. Whereas the other opinion in the Gemara Shmuel, he says there's no Shin Olam Hazeh, the Moshe Mashiach, between how the world is now and what's going to come into when Mashiach comes, except for what? Removing the Shibud Malchus. Shibud Malchus means removing the fact that we're ruled over by, say, America or whatever it is, whoever the government is. We have a certain Shibud to pay mass, pay tax, and that's the only thing that's going to be removed. The Eretz Yisrael won't have any more of this global opinion, because my dad was saying, I was speaking on the phone to him just before I came, and to learn, and he said that as much as I kept telling him all the good news, I think that Eretz Yisrael, Am Yisrael being Victoria is fine. There's still terror attacks, still problems, but we've been successful in this war, and it's been at a price, but we've done it the best we could in a humane way. But we've also taken care of our enemies. We've arrested them, we've interrogated them. Shabak has done its job. My son saw with his own eyes how they were doing, and he actually, even his own Gedud, his own unit, Plaga, uncovered terrorists from October the 7th, so we could get revenge on them, practically, and not kill them. We don't do that, but in an interrogating way, and they've been humiliated, to say the least. So that is some sort of justice, But my dad's still saying that the world, the international opinion is so against Israel generally right now. Even though you said the story as we walked in. So what we need to resolve that, he said, a massive PR campaign. My opinion, that's only going to come when Mashiach comes. I don't know if Am Yisrael can really, in Golis, create the campaign, the PR, that will undo the hatred.
I told you, I think what's a great, I think I told you this, what I think is a great way for that to actually happen is, and we see it happening slowly, you see some posts online is that the people of Gaza
Oh, that
are
going
gonna say,
the non-Jews
what are you
themselves.
doing in the streets?
we
These
love
people
them.
have been torturing us for 20 years.
Yeah. Well, I hope it could come that some way or another that Cohen wake up. But really what he's saying here is Moshiach. When Moshiach comes in, there'll be an end to this Shabbat.
I think
Lo yitzchal aviyom mikar ba'aretz. So, but the point is, there won't be such changes. It's not going to be like people flying around and all this big miracles.
was there a fast today or something?
No.
Why are people putting on Cohen right now?
Rabbeinu Tam. Rabbeinu Tam is like an extra hiddur, a mitzvah.
So that's what they've been doing. People do their
Yeah, he just got a pair. This dude, he just got a pair of Rabbeinu Tam. I think it's Rabbeinu Tam. Maybe that guy didn't yet. But still on. So we'll carry on after minute. We're going to see what the rabbi has to say about this famous machlokas. When Mashiach comes, there'll be a big change. Or no, it's just going to be the end to being under the government. We'll see in a minute. Yeah, we're going to just clarify this Gemara that we just saw. Daf Lamed Amud.
Can you tell me what it said outside again?
Yeah, I want to first read it inside before I can do that. Let's make sure we got it down. This is an important concept that we see again and again about the Messianic era. Rabbi Chia bar Abba said in the name of Yochanan, all the prophets prophesied only about the rewards and consolation of wait, one who marries his daughter to a Chochem, or one who engages in business on behalf of a Torah scholar, or one who benefits Torah's possessions. But as the reward of Torahs themselves, no eye except yours or Hashem has seen. He will do for one who awaits him. And Rabbi Chia said in the name of Yochanan, all prophets only about the Messiah, but as for the world to come, no eye ever saw yours except Hashem has seen. Meaning it's something we have never seen. We can't even massig how big it's going to be when Mashiach comes. Yeah, when Mashiach comes, Sash, is going to be good times. Pliga the Shmuel, and Yochanan disagrees with Shmuel. For Shmuel, what did he say? There's no Jew in this world and the world of the Messianic era except for the Jewish independence from dominion of foreign kingdoms. For it says, for the poor shall not cease for the land. Yeah, so you see there's a machlokas. What's going to be when Mashiach comes? So it says by the book of the Nevi'im, many descriptions of utopian reward Jewish people. Rabbi Yochanan maintains that these prophecies refer to the Messianic era, and they cannot refer to the world to come because the world of the world to come is never revealed to any prophet due to its infinite nature. So he says there's a difference between Messianic days and Olam Haba. But Shmuel, he says that we're not change the natural laws, even the basic norms of science will not change the Messianic era. It's interesting because tonight is Purim Katan, which if it would be a normal year, it'd be Purim. Yeah, for us, it'd be reading Megillah. It says in the Svarim that Hashem himself is reading Megillah. So we're in a state of Gilui of Purim right now, a month before Purim actually comes. And it says when Mashiach comes, the only festival that won't be bottled is Purim. Something about Purim shows you that the miracle is, the natural world is the miracle. The fact that Hashem made this natural world and the way life works is all miraculous. That's the real, true understanding. So then it makes sense according to Shmuel if you understand the concept of Purim, because it all happened if you read the Megillah. It's all like politics. Achashverosh, like Trump does this, Trump does that. It's all like Purim Torah when we talk about Trump. Yeah, it's all Achashverosh day. It's all it's Purim day. So it's all natural. It's all this happened, that happened. This politician did this, and that thing did that. But it's all really all Hashem. It's all HaMelech. It's all Megala in the Hester. The hiddenness is Hashem. To reveal that Hashem is really everything. Everything that happens in this world, everything that happens to you in your daily life, all of the political situation right now, it's all Hashem. And that will come to that realization when Mashiach comes. And that's Purim different ways of looking at this world. So that's why Purim will never be bottled, because it would be the reality of Mashiach. It would be a Mashiach reality. So anyway, that's the concept. But so Shmuel says, but Shibba Malchus, you won't have to pay tax. When we end off the Megillah, one of the sad points is Achashverosh still giving tax.
Why do they bring that up?
What, Megillah?
No, about tax, about paying tax.
The Jews hate paying tax. Is that like an anti-Semitic joke?
It seems like a very small detail.
No, because it shows a certain shibud. It says a certain shibud means like you're like enslaved or something. No matter how much you work, you always have to keep paying.
Well, also you could say that,
and it's not like you choosing to give charity. You should say, I'm all good with giving a percentage of my money, just not to the government, because they're going to go use it for right now in Golis, lesbian dance theory, subsidization. I don't need kids to know about it.
Hashem really gives us for taxes also.
We give our taxes to charity to causes we believe in.
How do we have our taxes? How do we have that money from Hashem?
It's all from Hashem, and we don't want to. You're right.
So
even the taxes.
So even now, you could say
there's
not really taxes now. I mean, Hashem gives us an extra.
He covers the tax, but it doesn't say that. Sorry, Hashem covers the tax. It doesn't talk about that.
But I'm saying if he's
Shabbos, if you lay out for Shabbos, if you do a mitzvah with your money, you're likely to get it back and more. Whereas if you pay tax, it's just a mass. It's samach men. It's the same way as samach men. It has some sort of shlita from the other side. It doesn't go to the kind of bracha and simcha that you want to be involved in. That's the point. We want to be involved in things that make a difference, causes that make the world a better place for you and for
interesting,
me.
Our road's not going to have to be built.
Yeah, we'll need all that stuff.
But that comes from tax money.
Yeah, but they'll organize it through the kind of stuff they're going to do when Moshiach comes. You're going to want to give them money. The kind of people, the kind of government. Every time Tzaddikim.
Sorry that I was in your makom.
I wasn't here.
Yes. He neighbor Gemara says this from Dovid Daniel Cohen, shlita. He says in Gemara Shabbos, we're just talking about the Moshiach. It's not going to change much according to Shmuel. So we explain that Purim is now Purim Katan. Purim is we're not going to be bottled as a lover. One of the reasons why it won't be bottled because it shows us that everything's miraculous. And now it's going to bring a Gemara. Masechta Shabbos Daf Samach Gimel Amud Aleph Zal. Tanya Amalo Rabbi Eliezer Kim Acha Tachshitin Hein Lefi Ma Shein Bateli Mos Mashiach Amal Hen Lefi Shein Tzvikin Shnamar Lo Yisa Goy Al Goy Charev Ti Lanu Ba'alma. So anyway, he brings another Gemara. I don't want to just keep going through Gemaras. I want to see what he says. And he brings another Gemara. These are all Gemaras. Okay, let's find something.
Is he talking about Purim Katan?
Yeah, no, he's talking about the idea that when Mashiach comes, the Shibud Malchus is going to be the only change. We're not going to have to pay tax. We're going to have government the way it is now. Good times. Okay, so anyway, after bringing all the Gemaras, we're going to have to go through them one day. We call Gemaras Eila Roim Shtei Deis. Misad Echad Yesh Kama Chachamim Misabim Kashafia Mashiach. When Mashiach comes, Harbe Shnuim B'Teva. There's going to be lots of changes in Teva, in the way the natural things work. Misad Sheni Shmuel Sober Shaloye Shum Shnuim. He says there's not going to be any difference in nature when Mashiach comes. Maklokas Chazal, and he brings. I just skipped over them, but there's like a lot of Maimas and Gemaras. Basically, this Gemara we read in Brachas. There's another Gemara Shabbos, another Gemara in Pesachim, another Gemara. That one in Pesachim is a long one. Yeah, and there's another Gemara in Sanhedrin. All those Gemaras, there's a Maklokas that comes out. One says there's going to be massive changes, another one says there's going to be no changes, except for the Malchus, who rules over us. Lifnei Natarat Shtei Deis, Estad Etzel Gemara, Shabbos Daf Lamed Amud Beis, Sham Gemara Lo Miskira Etz Deis Shmuel, Zir Kasha Ala Rambam. So now he's getting a bit Lomdish over here. The Rambam, and he brings the Rambam. Okay, so it's a long Torah this, and he has only a few minutes, so we're going to have to do the Kitz Mekatzer. I just want to find some clear point that he says, Im kein Sachlich of Shtei Deis, Shelo Tieh Machlokas. She'ir Einone Rebbeinu Reb Yosef Chaim. This is the Beni Shchai. The Sifrei Rav Parlim. Chelik Sod Yesharim. Chelik Aleph Teshuva Yud Zayin Bemsa. Zal. And Asarach Shtedei Ki Masha Kalka Adam Rishon. Though that where Adam Rishon made a kilku in, came Masha Kalka Haboy Machrov Kol Echad Pnei Atzma. Ein Tikkun Shalem Nishalem Kulu Kodem Bias Mashiach. We're not able to fix up the sin of Adam Rishon completely. And no individual can do it except until Mashiach comes. Ela Yeshah Chokim Bechinas Harbe Shem Niskanim Echad Acha Bias Mashiach. Acha Ki Acha Bias Mashiach Adain Mitzvahs Nogin Kemishpatam Bilti Machsa. Ken Yesh Gam Kein Akrovis Korbanos Ksuvim B'Torah Malchach Shesar Chetikin Shan Shamasem Nusayim. Gam Ruchach Sheshah Yesar Adain Yitzhak Balam Hazav Yesh Schar Va'onish Rach V'Kach Gevur Kadosh Yikoyis Tzadikim Nesuchim Et Yitzhar La'ivo Yidei Chet Sham Mezid Avamin HaShogig Yafshe Shei L'Maltzim Kulam. Okay, so he's going into detail about the fact that when Mashiach comes, there's going to be the mitzvahs are going to be like we just said, and there's also going to be korbanos, like is written in the Torah, and it's going to fix up all the menashamas. There's still going to be some little bit of Yetzer Hara in this world, and there's going to be skava anish rachmakach gevura. And the amazing thing is that with the Yetzer Hara, I'm still going to be successful to be victorious over it. That we're not going to be doing chait shamezid. We're not going to do any purposeful sins. But from shogeg yefsha, but from something which is, by accident, it's going to be yefsha shin and notin kulam. It's not going to be everyone's going to stop from doing it.
I wonder if it's a scaled down Yetzer Hara or a scaled up Yetzer Tov.
Oh, that's a good question. Good question you just asked. It's good times. Yeah, what do you want to say?
I heard this morning from Rabbi Nachman that at Sinai it rectified Adam Arosha.
Adam Arishon, yeah.
Rectified that hate.
Yeah, but at Har Sinai,
then we blew it again with
Egel Azam.
Right, but it came back. Clean the slate though.
So there was one moment in history with Kabbalah Satorah where we removed the Zuhumasan from Adam Arishon, from the snake, from the Nachash. Yeah, that was that one moment in history. So we have tasted what it was like.
What did it remove?
It removed the Zuhumasan, which is like this, Adam's pagam. Yeah, Adam Arishon's pagam, which is like some sort of pollution to the human soul, where we die and we have illnesses and all the different things that we suffer with. Whereas without that's humasim, without the poison of the snake from the nachash, we live forever, we're eternal, and we remember everything we learn. We have complete zichron, we remember everything. We don't die. We don't have misa. Misa only came because of hate, because of sin. We don't have to die. We only die because of Chayyan Marisha. So that was fixed. He says here now.
But the truth is that in the world that we're living in, we wouldn't really want to be in this world forever.
The way it is.
The world of Moshiach, then you'd want to live forever. That's now.
Yeah.
It's
funny because the nation.
You're better off upstairs.
There's always been this quest of humanity. How do we live forever? But you're right.
Would I have to live with my first wife or my second wife?
Exactly.
That's a big question.
Exactly. So when Mashiach's coming, it will be true bliss because we won't have this Yates Nudnik bothering us all day, making us crazy with all kinds of problems. So then we will live forever in a lachayah b'china. We're constantly learning and growing and more misagim of Hashem. It's infinite. Hashem is infinite. It's just endless. The pleasure of connecting deeper and deeper to Hashem and His Torah and Am Yisrael. There's infinite pleasure in that. What awaits us. And certainly there's going to be impurity and purity remaining with the nations of the world. That's only going to be fixed up until the time of Tchias HaMesim. So there's Tekufas of resurrection of the dead. That's later on, after
later on in the Mashiach period.
Exactly. After.
But the persecutions end with Mashiach, though.
Yes. No more persecution, no more shibud malchus. That's what it said. That everyone agrees on. That all the Amoraim Tanaim agree on. Aval minish. What does he say? Aval echad tchias hamesim yakimim shel mitzvahs gefi Mashiach adam arisha makayim mitzvahs b'Gan Eden. So it'd be like we're going to be doing mitzvahs like it was by the time of Gan Eden when Adam reached the Gan Eden got to do mitzvahs. Be geshmak. What he always asks is to look after the fruit and the trees and Shamram, the gum. It says in the Chumash, to guard and to enjoy. I think I don't remember exactly the exact lashon. Imlaya chayta be'etzadas ye as gufim achila v'shtia chomer zach. So what it should have been before the etzadas and everything was mixed up, when you used to go eat, when the body would eat and drink, the physical was pure. There was nothing. You didn't need to go to the bathroom afterwards. But just again, you want to bring a parallel. You're saying it before by Har Sinai. What happened when Am Yisrael in the midbar in Dovid there? We didn't also have to go to the bathroom. It was man. As long as we only ate man, there was no pasolis. So we had a moment of a little bit of a taste of what Hashem wanted it ideally to be. that we don't have to go to the bathroom. There's no psolis. We didn't have to clean our clothes. Nothing got dirty.
I don't expect you to know, but in Kriya Shema it says that in the desert we'll have meat at night and bread in the morning.
Yeah.
Is that just one time, or?
Well, in the times of the Dovid there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had man.
I knew we had man, but we didn't have meat per se. I mean, it tasted like whatever we wanted to taste like, I guess. But
so I complained. They wanted the meat.
Right.
Maybe it was a chesor and a lack that we needed that meat.
Yeah.
But without that meat, we were in a state when we were just eating man. We had no psolis, and that's what's going to be when Moshiach comes. We won't imagine. You eat, you drink. It's fully. We get the full goodness of it, and that's it. So nothing in physicality is mixed up with bad and good. It's purely good.
Yeah.
Even the food and drink, everything's just nurturing and nourishing. There's none of this extra soulless waste. A kaimu ba'osas man tovis haniskavas b'yosin is kaim b'divrei neviim gam osa devarim and is kaim b'divrei b'seinu shem rechokim od misad teva kach amor totzi aretz glaskos v'kli milas asida isha talib b'choyam. So there's all kinds of changes. It says that the land's going to produce cake. Yeah, you want to eat some cake? You're not going to you can imagine that. You have to go bake a cake. You don't have to worry about your food on the whatever it is. The food, the land itself will produce cake. A kli milas.
It already does, kind of. You just got to add in a couple of ingredients.
Yeah, but it's quite a lot of work goes into the factories and everything else. I suppose if you're talking about fruit, yeah, but that's the tree would taste geschmack. You could eat the tree. Yeah, every day a woman was giving birth. There was like end of Purim going on here, whatever that means. Yeah, constantly children being formed day after day after day, every day. Afopi Shara Rabbi Gamliel Dugmasim Balamazeh Hainu L'Sachar Das Tamid L'Fisha Shlorat Legalis L'Sod Zeh Shay Ko'ela Achat Atchiyah. So it's going to be after the Tchiyah. It's amazing to be a new Teva. That's where he's bringing from Gamliel. So it's going to be there is going to be a change in the nature.
Do people say that like when Moshiach comes, are people who hate us now, are they going to will they be dead or will they like us?
Yeah. So there's loads of nevuah about that time period. It seems like there's Muhammad's Gog and Magog where the world's going to turn against us, like it's doing now. Probably because we're in that war right now.
But then, how about?
They're going to want to join us.
What's the aftermath?
Some will want to join, and
so
some
either join or dead. Basically,
I think it's going to be pretty. There's no other way. It's either
because it says that everyone.
Because what are we? We're just going to be shlichim of Hashem's malchus. It says everyone's going to have to be moded to Hashem being the king. Hashem Melech, Hashem Malach, Hashem Melech Ved. That's going to have to be on everyone, and whoever doesn't take that on. It's not for us, for Am Yisrael specifically, it's Hashem. We're just shlichim from Hashem. In the end, the main thing that they hate is not us, they hate Hashem. The real problem is they hate Hashem. We're just shlichim for Hashem. As long as we're doing Hashem's will, then the non-Jews either will
Hashem just has to
do our will or reading Hashem's will,
and be like, you're doing most things right.
Yeah.
Let's stop killing the Jews.
Yeah.
and let's stop hating them.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Like my children.
They're so.
And there's a lot of non-Jews who know this actually.
Saying they're very.
And they don't have a problem with it.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they don't have a problem with it. The non-Jews who understand.
Look how
what do they care who the chosen people are? As long as the chosen people are doing what they're supposed to. That means they also have a better world, because then the world is about Hashem's kingship rather than about. Look, they're all happy to worship Yoshka. He's a Yid at the end of the day. He just needs to be the right Yid, not him. It needs to be Moshiach.
And you also see it with with Gedolim. It's not like so far off. Gedolim, alive or dead.
Yeah.
Like Jews follow them. Jews hold on.
Even till now. Yeah.
And you're supposed to have
and it's a Masorah all the way back from Har Sinai. Yeah.
Right. I always say it's can't let however many Christians and Catholics there are. I always say there's no it's billion. I think it's billions, right?
Yeah.
It's not. There's no mistake with billions. Meaning God controls everything. So Clearly,
and
it
even
was
a large amount of Yishmaelim also hold of Yoshka, so they also know that there's prophets. They know that Moshe was the Tzaddik. They all know that Moshe was the Tzaddik. They used to give kibbutz to Talmud Chachamim back in the day. The Yishmaelim, the Arabs used to come kiss their hands.
That's why they don't want us to pray on Harbayit.
Why?
They know that they know what that is.
It's really crazy that such a small people, that all these religions actually do connect and believe to some extent in it. It's crazy.
There was a outreach rav at Esha Torah named Moti Berger.
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah.
And Moti, I heard him one time.
Very good teacher.
I heard him one time. He's saying, here in the Jewish quarter. He said everybody in the world believes in what happened at Mount Sinai. The only place you'll get an argument on that is here in the Jewish quarter.
There we go.
Among Jews.
Yeah.
Jews will fight you on that one. But the other people totally accept it.
Yeah, there is something to that it's because we have a Yetzer Hara. That's the problem. That's where
big Yetzer Hara.
That wants to take us away from the truth because we have such an important mission.
But
whereas people that don't have such an important, they have a mission, but it's not not going to change the world. So we have to really focus.
And it's actually coming clearer that our mission, because forget all the hate against us. When you see some of the videos out there now of the Muslims saying how they're going to take over the world. I mean, they're very verbal about it. That they're going to take over the world. It's it's always down with Israel, but then and America. And any other place that's not gonna.
It's their way, the highway.
And they're taking over in so many places. It's crazy.
And with no resistance to them.
Right.
Europe is gone.
Yeah.
I don't feel sorry for them. I mean, they got rid of their Jews. They get the Arabs now. That's good for them.
No, it's definitely an onus on their people what's going on. Punishment on their behavior during
America
history, because we did come and bring a lot of blessing to them. So what's the appreciation? To butcher us, to throw us in concentration camps and allow it, not to revolt at their own leaderships, that they should allow their leaders to be so cruel to a nation chosen by Hashem. So there's definitely a cheshbon. So we see that things are being clarified now, more and more. And when Mashiach comes out, will also be a pleasure, because then we will rejoice. Why will we rejoice? And because then we'll truly laugh, because we'll see how ridiculous it was, the way the world was and the way the world will be. And we will come so clear, everything. And it will be such a joy from the clarity that we'll have. It says, Samchenu Binyan, the joy of understanding Torah, the joy of seeing history in a clear lens will be so pleasurable, making sense of everything historically. And seeing the world, like my dad was saying, his request is true. Am Yisrael needs to prove its point to the world. It's just we're not able to do it so much in Golis. We can't.
The world knows it.
The world deep down knows. We have to do it by living
this comedian that came in, so it's some black comedian, and she's known to be out of her mind, crazy. So she has 7 million followers on Instagram. I'm sorry, on TikTok. And she goes, I've never been to Israel. I'm going to Israel. I'm going to Tel Aviv. She's here right now. I'm going to Tel Aviv. I'm going to Jerusalem. I'm going to the Dead Sea. She goes, they make lies up about me on TikTok all the time. So who says that what they're saying is the truth? And this is the craziest part. She goes, I just heard, this is sad and scary when you hear this. She goes, I just learned that they kidnapped people. Okay? And she goes, and that they're still, and that they're holding them hostage.
Who kidnapped people?
The she didn't know.
She didn't know that.
She didn't know.
She didn't
It's
know
been
that
denied
from the news that she watches.
The news is so biased. They don't even tell us.
Is it an American black woman?
Yes. She just
My dad said to me, I said, why don't you come visit? You haven't been here for over a year now. why don't you come visit? Oh, it's so unstable. I said, no, our life's going on.
Unstable. He's in London, right?
I said, our life's going on.
You talked about unstable.
There is a terror attacks once, like every week or so. There is stuff goes on, but we're doing our best to keep that under control. But
not as much as in London, probably.
Well, I don't know if it's as dangerous, but in that sense. But in
same
other
thing.
ways,
That's all. A lot of that is also media.
Yeah, the media makes it 10 times, 100 times worse.
My cousin was just there.
So
and
the
I was
point
like,
is,
"Were you
only-
safe?" He's like, there's
only when
there's tons
Mashiach
of
comes
Hasidim all
will we.
over the place.
I can see only when Mashiach comes. That's why we have to really work hard for Mashiach to come, because then this lies and sheker will be removed, and we'll see the full kingship of Hashem revealed. Amen.
Awkward time to leave.
It's all good.